Story. Hillary Clinton reacting to Uranium One accusations in a new interview, calling it the special counsel a, quote, abuse of power.
This is such an abuse of power, and it goes right at the rule of law. If they send a signal that we're going to be like some dictatorship, some authoritarian regime where political opponents are going to be unfairly, fraudulently investigated, that rips at the fabric of the contract we have that we can trust our justice system.
Let's bring in presidential historian Doug Wead. Good to see you, Doug.
Hey, good to see you, Liz.
You know, Alan Dershowitz, the lawyer, he was on recently this week, and he said, you know, from an historical perspective, it's never good to constantly try to criminalize each side of the political aisle. He's saying it's not good for the Trump administration to face the special counsel, nor Hillary Clinton. But he's basically saying it's criminalizing political differences. What do you say?
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, Secretary Clinton's suggestion that this is an authoritarian dictatorship, I mean, it's an insult to your intelligence. In an authoritarian dictatorship, the government controls the media. Does anyone seriously believe that Donald Trump controls the media? 91% of the stories about him negative, 96% of the money donated by media corporate entities going to his opponent. So Alan Dershowitz is right. It's ugly to accuse the Trumps or the Clintons or Obama of being dictatorship. In fact, a more pure example of authoritarianism would be when Bill Clinton was elected president and his wife picked her best friend, Margaret Milner Richardson, to head up the IRS, and they ended up auditing the women who accused Bill Clinton of sexual abuse. That's close to it, but it's better to say none of these administrations are dictatorships. That's much different.
Yeah, there's the issue of the dictatorship. Some, you know, many out there say Hillary Clinton committed crimes with her email server and the Clinton Foundation as Secretary of State. We don't want Russian involvement in our election. A lot of people get that. But to use the term dictatorship, let's stay on that, because, Doug, you said thousands of people in North Korea have been actually born in prison camps. I mean, how is the Trump administration a dictatorship?
Yeah, you know, a book was written about one of the men who escaped. It's a horrendous story. He was born in a concentration camp. He was tortured from birth. He had done nothing wrong. It was something apparently his parents had done wrong, and he escaped from that. Think of the nightmare that people in socialist Venezuela are going through right now. Innocent people are being murdered all over the world. We've had Pol Pot's regime that marked for execution not only journalists and academics. They marked for execution anybody who wore eyeglasses. Oops, because if they have eyeglasses they can read, we don't want them. To compare the United States, anybody, Obama, Trump, Clinton, to that sort of thing is gross demagoguery. And we got to back away from that and slow down a little bit.
There's an issue when a Justice Department under any administration acts politically. Do you see that happening more and more?
Yes and no. I would just say this. There's no crime in the Justice Department investigating. If they can investigate one person, but you're saying they can't investigate another? Who won the election? Donald Trump was elected by the people. The Justice Department is not part of the checks and balances. It doesn't have independence from the executive branch. It's not like the judiciary branch. It operates at the will of the President of the United States. We didn't elect Hillary Clinton president. We elected Donald Trump as president. He has a perfect right. Yes, there's a special counselor investigating him. You're telling me one can be investigated and another person can't be investigated? Of course. He's president, and he should do. We elected him to check these things out.
Good. Doug Wead, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming on.
Good to see you, Liz.
Well, get ready to meet the beast. We're talking about Elon Musk unveiling Tesla's first electric big rig truck tonight. Elon Musk has nicknamed that